And today we're going to be talking about self-image, and I'm here with Michael.
Hi there.
Lovely day, isn't it?
It's great.
Better than
yesterday.
Okay, so today we're going to have a special guest. Actually, he's going to introduce himself. His name is Isaac.
My name is Isaac Francis. Hiya.
Hello, Isaac. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I am originally from Nigeria, moved to Ireland at the age of 4 years old, hence the weird funky accent. Moved here to Ipswich 3 years ago for uni, studying bioscience, going into my last year. I am 20 years old and I am a physique bodybuilder. So it's different from the mainstream bodybuilding where you see all them big bulky guys that, you know, just meatheads kind of thing. This is more of a you know, obtainable look, more, you know, aesthetically pleasing look. So instead of like looking like you've ate a whole cow, you look like you look decent, like you can like kind of beach body kind of thing.
Awesome. We had yesterday a gentleman by the name of Guta, who is actually, you may know him, he's a kizomba singer and a musician, but he had aspirations. You're talking about your particular activity, and he was saying that he attended a Catholic church in I think it's Sao Tomé Principe in off the West African coast, but he was actually in the choir, and then he got his taste for music and developed from there. How did you sort of develop your interest in this activity?
So I've always, since a young age, I've always been involved in sports. I've always been a sportive kind of person anyways. And back in Ireland when I was probably around the age of 7 years old, I started playing football. I played a lot of football, soccer. So I played football, I played basketball, I did judo, I did athletics.
Wow.
So I've done everything sport-wise. But then the two sports that really clicked was athletics and basketball for me. And those I did quite well. I played quite at a high level back when I was about 16, 17 year old. Represented Ireland in a few competitions, represented my school in some All-Ireland competitions. And then after loads of years of constant you know, I did I'm a long jumper, and basketball and constant hitting, you know, pounding on your feet constantly. It wears your Achilles, and then I had tendinitis on my Achilles tendons, and that put me off training for 6 months. I couldn't run 5 minutes.
You couldn't. It takes a long time to recover.
Yeah, I literally couldn't run 5 minutes without being in agonising pain, and that put me through a really hard time in my life because all I did was play sports. Like that's all I knew. All my friends played sports. And in Ireland, because where I'm from was such a small area, such a small place. So like, if you're not involved in a certain thing, you be kind of a loner.
How do you mentally cope with that sort of situation?
In that period of time, this was when I moved from Ireland to England, so it's even worse. It's even worse because I had no friends. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably the hardest moment of my life. I really had to like sit myself down and think of what am I going to do in my life, you know, kind of thing, because my sports was back in Ireland. I didn't have that passion again after something like that happened to me. I was like, nah, I can't be asked to repeat it all over again in another country.
So, do you believe that really to thine self be true? In other words, you should be honest with yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Because how can you be honest with other people if you're
exactly.
You have to be genuine.
You have to be genuine, and that's the thing in this industry, in this society. There's loads of ungenuine people that kind of put on their face outside or inside and then act different.
I think the American term is flaky.
There you go. So like people are just, you know, flaky people everywhere, like, you know. But I feel like, I don't know, I just don't have the patience for that. I don't have the time to pretend to be someone I'm not. Life is so much easier when you're just yourself, you know. Just like whatever, even if yourself is not, it doesn't fit in with certain social groups, just be yourself and just you'll find someone eventually. You find somewhere that you belong to eventually. But if you're true to yourself, it's just the best thing in my opinion.
Do you feel like nowadays it's more of the fault, not really fault, but due to social media?
Oh,
You're exposed to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So you compare yourself to other people.
Yeah. I'm the same also. I see, like when I was young, I was seeing people on social media. I'm like, man, I really want to be this guy. I really want to be here. But in a way, it's good to aspire to be better than yourself. It's good to aspire to be greater, to be better. But at the same time, you gotta, you know, there's your time for everything. You know, you gotta be patient. You gotta know that, okay, this guy has worked so hard to achieve this. You know, and then you gotta say, okay, I'm gonna have to put in the work myself. But you shouldn't look at them and try to like copy their personality, copy how they like talk or whatever. You just gotta be true to yourself, but also work hard to aspire that goal that you want to achieve, or that position you want to be in. Personally, I want to be in a certain position in the fitness industry, where I see my you know, people that I look up to in the fitness industry, and I'll be like, yeah, I want to be there one day. But I want to be myself. I want my character, my personality to get me to that place.
Do you believe as an individual you are like a marketing product, or do you believe that is a misconception? How do you view that?
Yes, I do believe we're marketable, like people or person.
It doesn't matter whether you're an inanimate object or whether you're
that's what it is these days. I mean, that's what's going to sell. You know, that's just how society is moving this way. You see people in social media that call influencers or social media influencers. That's because they have people that they can influence. And so what companies we do is companies will give their products to those influencers so they can wear them, and then people will see them wearing them, and then they'll be like, oh, if this guy's wearing it, oh, I should get it, or you know, something like that. If it's people that you look up to wearing a certain thing, you're gonna wanna, you know.
This actually, in effect, this is sort of followed me on to another question, because you were saying about you want to achieve very good results in this activity. But can you foresee a situation in the future that you might be, because you become very well known, that you'll be able to maybe have endorsements of various kinds, maybe sell your own line of clothing and other videos and so forth?
Things are already kicking off for me right now.
That's great.
I've gotten some sponsorships that's going to help me for my upcoming competitions, and in the foreseeing future also. And a lot of things are in the books also, like personally to work on my brand, because I'm going to be my own brand kind of thing. So I'm going to use myself as a brand to, you know, just to do great things. Also, I'm documenting me. You know, I'm showing people my journey on, you know, how I get to that stage, and then to be able to influence people and to make the difference into people's lives is the most humbling experience ever. Like people commenting such nice things on videos, pictures, just messaging me out of the blue saying that you've really helped me to do such and such thing. You've really motivated me. It's mad. It's really an amazing feeling to have.
But it's so good for you too. I mean,
it's good to know that.
To know that,
and then it's motivated me to keep doing more
and strive for excellence.
Exactly, really. And to be even better. Definitely. It is really
changing
good.
The subject completely. It's completely off of the main theme. But often people ask this: what is a person, living or dead, that you most admire, and why is that the case?
You know, Dwayne Johnson. I love that guy.
Okay.
Yes.
He's such a boss. Like, and the way he just like grew up and his whole journey and his whole like concept in life is just an amazing thing. I love that guy. Like, that's someone that I haven't met, but I'd love to meet one day.
It would be a privilege.
It would, definitely. I'd love to just sit down and chat with him and just absorb everything, kind of thing. You know, he's just an amazing guy.
Back to self-image. You know, you said something about people comparing. It's good to compare yourself to others in a healthy way. So what is the extreme?
Alright, the extreme is being a carbon copy of someone else. There is only one you, so you might as well just be the best you can be. There's no point being someone else because that person's already taken, kind of thing, you know. yeah, so like you can't, going to the extreme is like, okay, this guy talks this way, this guy dresses this way, this guy acts this way, I'm going to act that way, I'm going to do whatever it does so I can be like him. But that's the thing, you're not going to be like him by being like him. You get me? It's kind of, you're not going to get to that stage by doing exactly, just being him kind of thing. He is him and not going to that stage. You have to be you. And you have to strive to get you to that stage by being you.
And it seems like the more you try to be like someone else, like you're living their dream and not yours.
Exactly, so and you're not gonna feel good, and you're not gonna feel natural. You're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, you're not gonna get that self satisfaction and that self, that self satisfaction that okay, I've done this by being myself. It's just not the same. No, you have to be yourself, definitely, and it's easier said than done in this society, definitely. But you just got to sit down one day and just got to think, what do I want and who am I, kind of thing. Just got to sit down by yourself for a whole day and just think.
How do you define success?
Success is just being happy about what you've achieved, kind of thing.
It's contentment, really.
It's contentment with what you've achieved. You can achieve something very little.
Yes.
But it's still success for you because you've achieved that thing by working hard to get it.
So
you get me?
You've got to that goal.
You got to that goal, and that's success. Whatever it may be. If your goal was to get £1 billion, and then you got to £1 billion, that's your success. If your goal is to get a car, and you got the car, that's your success because you've succeeded in a certain thing. You succeeded in getting to that goal.
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Just one quick question. Like for those who are looking to better themselves in terms of their self-image, how did you do it? Like the first step, you had to step out of your comfort zone. How did it feel taking that first step?
I mean, I just didn't care. I mean, I just don't want to be like everyone else, kind of thing. I just wanted to be myself and then see where that takes me. As I said before, that people want to blend in. People want to just like go with the flow, kind of thing. I'm not about that. So you really have to think about what you want for yourself. Fail.
So how do you get out of the fear of like failing?
Just fail.
I'm scared. I don't wanna.
It's all the learning thing. Because if you don't fail, you don't know how to like better yourself.
You don't learn by
You don't learn by your mistake. You don't know what not to do.
Yeah.
Presumably, if people want to find out more, have you got a particular website or?
My Instagram.
Yes.
It's Isaac. Okay. Isaac. So ISAACF Francis FRANCIS, and I got that's what my main thing is.
Quick congratulations.
Thank you very much. Double win.
Tell us more about it. Tell us about it. What did you win?
So I entered the UKBFF, that's the United Kingdom Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation, Scottish Grand Prix 2 weeks ago, and I entered the men's physique class and the juniors men's physique class because and that qualified me for loads of like international competitions in the next few months. Excellent. So now I'm getting ready for the Arnolds in Barcelona. Barcelona. So that's in 7 weeks' time. Awesome. So my prep has started for that one, hopefully, and I know I will. I'm going to be a better package than I did for the last one. And because of my performance of 2 weeks ago, I got selected to represent the UK at the Worlds. So that's in France in December. Awesome. So that's all expenses paid for. So that's going to take a massive load, off me. Because it is expensive this game.
I was going to ask that question.
So so that's nice. So I'm looking forward to that.
But I mean, I'm sorry we can't give you a trophy here, but we can give you a high five.
Yes,
well done.
I'll take a high five. No worries.
Thank you so much for coming to see us today.
Thank you for having me, guys.